Good morning, YouTube. Hope you all are having a good weekend. Hope everybody's being safe. That's what I look like in the morning. Shameless plug. Black Rifle Coffee is amazing. Alright. Also not sponsored by them. Just love their coffee. Love their company. Love their premise. Got some things that I wanted to talk about. And I swear to God, if I ever sat down and remembered everything, life would be so much easier. I almost forget something. Just rummaging around in the old brain box, and I was thinking about the current climate in America. I'm all for revolution, changing of the system, people fighting for equality, people fighting for equal treatment. Maybe not defunding, but how would I put that? Demilitarizing the police force, and a push towards the elimination of victimless crimes. Right? I'm all for that. That is all about it. Be a human, be you. As long as you don't hurt other people, I could care less what you do. Really do. And that's heart of hearts deep in here. I don't care. Nothing about your personal life affects me, as long as it doesn't affect me. Yeah. It's the way people should be, right? I have friends of all different sorts. It does not matter to me what you're interested in and what you choose to do on your own. As long as you're a decent person and you don't hurt other people. Here's where I get messed up. Pushing for this movement, pushing for these things to happen. Why aren't we focused on the entire system as a whole? I'm not saying don't focus on specific issues. I'm saying also focus on the bigger picture. Does anybody feel really good about the fact that during this pandemic thing, however your feelings on it are, our elected representatives gave themselves a raise? Does anybody feel good about that? Anybody feel okay with, in a time of national and global crisis, these money-mongering sycophants decide to pay themselves a higher wage while the majority of the population is struggling to survive? To me, that doesn't sound good, and that doesn't sound like a public servant. To me, that sounds like somebody who's trying to profiteer off the people. And I'm not pointing out one person. I'm saying the entirety of the House and the Senate got a raise. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. They all got a raise. I don't care about your specific political agenda. I don't. I don't. I care about broad spectrum and how it affects everybody. I think a two-party system is absolutely asinine. It creates a tribal mentality. It creates a dichotomy between two sections of representatives that are supposed to be on Team America into their own little factions, which will always cause dissension, will always cause an infight, and it's come to a head. In the last, 10, 15 years, it's come to a boiling point, and it no longer works. It didn't work before, but it really doesn't work now. It absolutely doesn't work. These people don't care about our problems. They care about winning. They care about their side winning. And they don't care about you winning. At all. Otherwise, real change would happen. Personal accountability in the police force should be an absolute no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. If you uphold the standard, you should be the standard. And if you can't, leave. It's one of the reasons I'm getting out of the military. I'm a non-commissioned officer in the United States Army. I can no longer hold the high standard that I expect my soldiers to be at. How am I going to go to work every day and say, you need to do this, but I can't? So, there's that. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. If you can't do it, you shouldn't lead it. And I mean, that's my own personal thing. But if you're a police officer in this country and you break a law, I think you should be beat half to death with the book. You should have the harshest punishments. You should have the absolute full fury of the courts thrown at you. Because you know better. There's some crimes out there that people commit that could be justifiably ignorantly done. To a certain extent. Ignorance is never a defense. I get that. But some of these things are ridiculous. Like, two rear-facing mirrors on a motorcycle. That's a crime. That is a crime. You can get ticketed for that. I had to look it up. Okay, I looked it up. Cool. I put 2 mirrors on my bike. But that's the kind of stuff. There are silly laws that are in place because we allow people to put these measures in place because we have gotten lazy as a people. We have gotten lazy, and we have not allowed the system to update to our current level of technology. Why hasn't somebody in the vast tech department of the world developed a way to do a legit fingerprint scan and a legit retinal scan on your phone? Your phone has facial recognition. And be able to register you as a citizen with the right to vote on an app. I mean, yes, there's externalities to everything, but maybe not for presidential elections. Maybe not for state-level elections. But why wouldn't you be able to be sent like a notice, hey, we're thinking about putting this law into place. What does the populace think? Should chewing bubblegum on a sidewalk on Sunday be illegal? No. But that's the kind of stuff that should be put to vote on that kind of platform. And there's no reason why we can't. It is complacency of the people and distraction by the people that leads to this kind of scenario. We have allowed people who are our representatives, not our leaders. And that is such an important difference. They are not our leaders. We have put them in place by voting to be our representatives at a higher level, and they are failing. They are failing drastically. They're the Hindenburg right now. The entire thing is burning down. And instead of us actually doing the right thing by throwing sticks on the fire and changing the system, we're still picking and choosing our battles instead of, focusing on the war. I hate both presidential candidates this year. Don't like them. Don't think either of them deserve to be in the job. And what bugs me is that there are people who don't understand that if enough of us feel that way, we don't have to accept the lesser of two evils. We don't. We don't have to accept this is what they give us. We can say, no. Nope. Sorry. Come up with something better. Or we'll take it all down. And we should take it all down anyway. Both political parties have completely admitted to doctoring political proceedings, to falsifying political polls to get a certain candidate in a certain position. What? How is everybody not completely enraged by this? I'm one dude, and I'm just me, and I'm not trying to do crazy things because I have a family. I can't. But I'm with marching. I'm with standing up and fighting for a complete change. I just... Some people have tried... I've had this conversation with some people and they've said, it's too late. We can't change it now. What? Yes, we can. There is a First and Second Amendment for a reason. Peaceable assembly and right to bear arms to combat a tyrannical government, foreign or domestic. Read into it. It's what it's for. If protesters with peaceful intent, congregate together on a certain movement while being well armed, it is your constitutional right. And if you look at historically, the protests and events where the protesters themselves were heavily armed, there's not much that usually happens. People who want to distract from your message, people who want to cause chaos for chaos' sake, don't get to do that when the protesters protect their protest and don't allow people to distract from what they are trying to say. People that are looting buildings and causing all this chaos, from what I've seen, aren't usually the people involved primarily with the protest. It is external people coming in and blending in and trying to cause chaos. There's a right way to go about things, and I'm not saying violence isn't one of those things, because violence is the ultimate threat. It's how we get things done, because at the end of the day, what we're saying and what everybody is saying who conducts themselves in a peaceable protest at first, what they're saying is, this is your warning. This is your warning, and if you do not listen, we will be violent. Because our cause is just, and we need something to change. So be that. Be that protective force. That's all I'm saying. Focus on the real thing. Focus on what's happening. Why are we allowing the bottom of the barrel people, the worst people we can find, to be our top elected representative? Why? Why is this happening? You're telling me that Joe Biden and Donald Trump are the best people we have to run the country? That's weak. That's super weak. Both of those guys suck. I'm sure they have some redeemable quality. Both of them. I don't care. They suck. Both of them. Say no. Open your eyes. Look at how we got here. And then let's change it. Let's do something about it. Let's revamp the whole system. Get away from political parties and get back to Team America and get back to supporting the citizens. Supporting the people of this country. Because right now, we're supporting other countries, and we're supporting corporations, and we're supporting the political elite, and we're supporting people who should be servants to us. Political service, public service, has turned into a profiteering game where, again, people who are supposed to be doing this for public service are coming out millionaires. Absolute millionaires. And leaving the rest of us in the dust. I'm not talking about anything specific. I'm saying it can be better. Let's try to make it better for everybody across the board. And stop focusing on the people who have been lying to us and using us for so long. Love you guys. Sorry about the glare off my glasses. That's why I took them off in the first place. Have a great day. Hope everybody's safe. And, yeah. Keep it easy.